I'm surprised to find the ground floor is empty. I can't see or hear anyone else besides the two of us in the house. What? Where did they go? Sayori, I hate to put you under pressure, but can you tell me what happened? Sayori quickly recounts what happened after she barged into the house to confront the other Sayori. Apparently, Hallie seemed to be so incredibly smitten by this doppelganger that he refused to recognize Sayori as the real her. He kept saying he loved her. She said they were in love, and nothing was going to get between them. Oh, Lord, no. I have a feeling I know why Hallie was acting this way. I wish I was wrong, but the signs all point to one thing, or rather, to someone whose name I dare not speak aloud. What? What is it, Kudo? Wasting no time, I began scurrying through the house, trying to look for any sign of them or a hint to where they could be. I rush into the bathroom and, to my dismay, I spot an open window. Below it, there's a bathtub. I climb up to the window and look outside. This leads to the backyard. Did you find something, Koto? I hate to say this, Sayori, but I think Hallie ran off with the other you. No! No! As I step down from the window, Sayori pushes me out of the way and tries to look out the window in vain for Hallie. Hallie! Where are you? Come back! Please come back! To say this experience has broken Sayori would be an understatement. I manage to pull Sayori away from the window and into my arms as she cries her heart out. I will not forgive him for taking Hallie away from us in this sickeningly cruel twist of fate.
Him? Tarankas?
Never, never, never. When he met up with Mio and the rest of the literature club, Sayori and I tried to explain everything as best as we could. As bizarre as it all sounded, there was no other way we could explain everything. We spoke with conviction and emotion. Cousin Yuri managed to help back me up. I gave her a knowing look and she simply nodded solemnly. Several weeks had gone by ever since the strange encounter with Sayori's evil twin and her abduction of the literature club. I would like to say things slowly returned to normal, but I cannot. Heaven knows those are the words I would like to say to describe things, but that would be a lie. Hallie never returned home, nor was he ever seen again. I told my father somewhat about what happened, and we kept it in mind to keep track of anything that could have led to him. There were rumors that someone matching his description was seen at a rather shady chapel, eloping with a girl that looked like Sayori, but then the trail went cold afterward. Every so often, I would drop in on the literature club just to check on things. Sayori was never quite the same. I later learned she suffered from depression from her and Monica, which only worsened my fears. Mio and I did our best to comfort and be there for Sayori, but at the end of the day there was only so much we could do for her. In the end, there wasn't anything else we could do. It was a very dark and depressing day when Sayori did not come back to school for a few days, just after the last time I visited the other girls. I later learned from Cousin Yuri that it was because Sayori had sadly taken her own life. I was devastated upon hearing this news. According to Yuri, the only clue as to why she did that came in the form of a note she left behind detailing her spiraling emotional state and her broken heart and mind. It wasn't enough that she lost her best friend. No, if anything, she lost someone who meant the world to her. Someone she dreamed of confessing her love to in the purest, innocent fashion like something out of a fairy tale romance. Gone forever. In her heart there was no one else. Now he was gone forever. To add insult to injury, he had fallen for the other Sayori and not her, denying her and saying this carbon copy was his true love. It seemed to be too much for her. This entire experience was very scarring and traumatic for her. Those self-deprecating thoughts consumed her until she couldn't handle it anymore. I wish there was something I could have done, but Monica and Yuri tearfully told me that she was too far gone and there wasn't anything else we could have done. Natsuki was the most frustrated about everything, cursing Hallie for breaking Sayori so badly. I wish I could tell her about my suspicions as to why he did that, but it would be unwise to do so. I would only endanger myself and Yuri in doing so. I am reluctantly forced to keep this information to myself. I've never met him face to face, but my mother and I have known him all our lives. I feel deep down this is his doing. As if I needed another reason to resent him, now he has chosen to sow chaos in our otherwise peaceful lives. He has no sense of guilt or shame. All he desires is entertainment, as he manipulates the unsuspecting victims he claims as his puppets. You have ruined the lives of two innocent people who were secretly in love with one another. You've affected the lives of those around them as well in the process. I curse your name. I curse everything you stand for. A name that my mother warned me to never speak aloud. Tarankos.
Damn you, Trancos, and your wily ways.
Someone dares to speak my name.
No, she thought it in her head.
The descendant of a traitor, nonetheless. How interesting. I did not expect to see her get involved. I must keep this in mind for the future. I would say this dark copy of that other young woman proved to be quite useful, and my experiment was a success. Perhaps she did not turn out to be as much of a worthless creation as I hypothesized. Excellent. Most excellent indeed.
No, it chose badly. Bad ending. My favorite game. Yeah. Alright, now let's see what happens when we choose better. I feel like Koto's call probably doesn't make too much of a difference when we've already chosen the wrong thing first. So let's go see what the other option does whenever we haven't done the correct thing in the first place. We'll make the call, and we'll see where this goes, if anywhere different at all. Because it seems like this Hallie thing would be a cold stop.
Why? Who is the gentleman, aren't you?
Yep. As I follow her into the kitchen, we're both caught off guard by the sound of the door swinging open and someone yelling while flailing a bat. Who the hell is this person? It's the same. Well, that part was the same too, though. I wonder why exactly those few lines changed, but these ones didn't. We're caught off guard once more by the sound of sirens blaring outside and footsteps approaching the house. This is the police! Drop your weapons and put your hands in the air! Both Sayori and whoever the hell this is drop their weapons and comply. I do the same, not wanting to land myself in hot water. A few police officers approach us with handcuffs. Maybe someone called the police because of all the shouting going on? In that case, they're here to take this raving lunatic calling herself Sayori out of here. I'm shocked when they instead put the handcuffs on Sayori, my girlfriend. What's going on? We're taking this criminal away. We received orders from the chief to take her into custody for several accounts of kidnapping and taking hostages. Apparently, whoever made the call stressed that the girl in the blue bow was the culprit. I didn't know what they meant until I saw it with my own eyes. That's like something out of one of those Spanish soap operas. You mean that evil twin thing? Yeah, something like that. Wait. No, you can't take her away. She's my girlfriend.
Hallie! Where are they taking me? Stop! Let me go! I can't leave my boyfriend behind! He needs me! Let go already!
Sayori! Come back! Sayori! Poor kid. Seems like he's already been brainwashed.
Brainwashed? Is that why he's acting so funny?
A lot of kidnappers tend to do that sometimes. It's like what they call a Stockholm syndrome, you know?
Thank you so much, officers.
No problem, little lady. We're always glad to help the chief's daughter. I can only look on in horror as Sayori is dragged away by the police, kicking and screaming in a vain attempt to get away. I try to go after her, but these two girls restrain me. Let me go! I have to get to Sayori!
Hallie, that's not the real Sayori. What has gotten into you?
What are you talking about? They're taking Sayori away! I can't live without her!
But Hallie, I'm Sayori! She's nothing but an evil lookalike trying to seduce you!
She's not evil, she's my girlfriend!
Listen to yourself. I'm your friend. We were all worried about you.
The only friend I need is my girlfriend! I take advantage of their confusion to break free from their grasp, but sadly it was too late. I watch in horror as the car with Sayori speeds away, Sayori looking back at me with tears in her eyes. She's screaming something, but I can't hear a word. Sayori! Sayori! Desperate, I break out into a sprint, using all my strength to go after her. No. No! I said I wasn't going to lose her again! Damn it, I'm not letting this happen! I refuse!
Hallie! Stop! I hold a hand up to stop her to Sayori. I tearfully shake my head. Sayori, tears in her eyes as well, looks on as Hallie runs after the police car like a mad dog. I don't know what's happened to him, but it seems like he's gone now. Gone? He made it sound as though your evil twin was trying to seduce him. As much as I hate to say it, your childhood friend is gone now. He's been consumed by lust. Whatever she was trying to do to him, it seems she was successful. What do you mean? How do you know that? You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you, but let's just say my mother has shared some stories with me. Some of them kind of similar to this from back when she was a little girl. Is that what you believed in this whole crazy story? Perhaps. To be honest, I think the stories my mother and I could tell you are far more bizarre. I wrap my arms around Sayori as Mio and the rest of the literature club girls pour into the living room. Confused, I did my best to try and explain what transpired, as well as relate Sayori's story as best as I could. They were taken aback as to be expected, but I told them Sayori's story with conviction. The same conviction Hallie has when he returned to me for help.
Hallie had when he turned?
Several weeks had gone by ever since the strange encounter with Sayori's evil twin and her abduction of the literature club. I would like to say things slowly returned to normal, but I cannot. Heaven knows.
Oh wait, excuse me. We can skip this bit, at least a little bit. Oh, not that, and that part all remains the same. Mysterious ending. Dance of the Puppets. Alright, so that's what happens when we do that part wrong, too. Now let's get some answers right. Let's go not being in love with the series. That was, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's the first ending one. That's the other bad ending of my favorite game. But this was the first choice, so we're gonna move away from her.
Hey, are you trying to get away from me? You know, that's how you make me call on you even tighter, Hallie. Although if that's the way you want to play this, then I won't turn you down.
True to her word, she moves closer to me and begins to embrace me, even tighter than before. Sayori? This is...
You don't get a say in whether I help you or not, or what I do to help you. You're just too humble to realize what a great person you are and how much you mean to me. There's no need to be so awkward around me, Hallie. It's just the two of us here. No one can judge us or tells us it's wrong to be together like this. We don't have to hold anything back anymore.
Well, I mean, we're not...
Oh, what's the matter? Is someone scared of having a girl hugging him on his bed?
You know that's not what I'm getting at here, Sayori.
I know deep down that you love it, Hallie. I bet your heart is over the moon right now.
You'd sure win that bet. Still, though, none of this feels right. At least, I don't think it does. I hate to admit it, but I am kind of enjoying this more than I should be right now. Considering how long I've wanted to confess to her, I'm practically on cloud 9 right now. What are you talking about?
Come on, Hallie. We've only known each other for most of our entire lives.
So most of our entire...
I think I know a lot more about you than you think. For starters, I still remember when you had that huge crush on that one blonde singer lady. What was her name again?
Hey, don't go talking about that. We don't need to go bringing up old stuff. You know how that makes me feel.
Well then, I rest my case.
How about I remind you of how you used to be scared of Gumby when we were little?
That doesn't leave this room.
And neither does that old secret crush.
Fine. Anyway, I also happen to know that you absolutely love my hugs. I think right now the best thing for you is doing warm, loving hugs. Trust me on this.
That look in her eye. It's almost like the gaze of a predator. She's not wrong, but I do want to give in to... Or do I want to give in to this unbridled desire? I can't do that. I shouldn't. Sayori, listen.
Shh. Hush now. Stop trying to move away from me. You're only going to make it worse by putting so much stress on yourself.
I think they meant to take out that on.
Not only that, but do you not like my hugs anymore?
What? Sayori, it's not that. I mean...
The fact you're denying my loving embrace and all my attempts at helping you or feel better. It's like you're hurting me inside. After what I've done for you, Hallie, you're going to hurt my feelings. Do you hate me now? Please don't leave me this way, Hallie.
Damn it! No, Sayori! I wish I could tell her. But come on. Sayori, I don't want your hugs because I feel like something is wrong with you. I'm going to sound like a complete basket case and get a huge jerk. No, you have it all wrong. It's just, I don't even know how to tell you what I'm feeling right now.
So you don't hate me?
Sayori, I could never hate you. If anything, I'm always worried that I'm going to do something to make you hate me. I mean, it seems like I always mess up everything one way or another. Like right now.
You don't hate me. That's a relief. Why don't we both just calm down and take a little breather for now?
Yeah, I guess we could do it, or use it. As I begin to relax my body, Sayori clamps herself around me once again. What in the...
Embrace the hug, Hallie. Do not resist.
You're awfully clingy today, literally.
What's wrong? Aren't you comfortable with us being in bed like this?
Actually, no, I'm not, especially when you say it like that.
Come on, shy boy. You know you want to.
She's not wrong, but if I didn't know any better, it's like she's trying to seduce me. I know I want to confess my love to Sayori, but I don't want to confess to her like this. I try again in vain to move away from her, but she manages to drag me closer to my pillow. She then brings my head to her chest. Oh great, as if I wasn't already bothered and hot right now.
I've dreamed of this moment for the longest time, Hallie.
You know, usually the phrase is like put the other way around, hot and bothered. I don't know, whatever.
You have no idea. You and me alone like this, sharing a bed and enjoying each other's company. I'm so happy, I feel like I could fly right now.
You're not the only one.
You know, right when you join the club, gosh, I can't believe I'm going to admit this.
What is it?
Oh, after you joined, it's like my heart is doing cartwheels in my chest. Ever since that day, I go to bed every night with these thoughts in my head. Thought of me and you, just like this.
Sayori strums her fingers up my arms, slowly working her way up to my shoulder. She still has me pressed up against her chest with her other arm as she does this.
Just to lay in bed with you and have your arms around me. I just can't believe this is finally happening.
Meanwhile, I still can't believe this is happening. This seriously feels like one of my dreams.